What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. My name is Cody, and today we're going to be going over we're going to be doing some back testing on GJ here, and I'm not going to say too much about the strategy. If you want to learn the strategy, click the links down below, and that will take you to my free Telegram and also my paid services if that's what you wish. But we're gonna do some back testing, and we're just gonna see how it goes here, right? So I'm just gonna go here and go random number generator, right? And I'm just gonna generate 1 to 10, and it's gonna do 1, right? So 1 I'm gonna consider as, we're gonna go by months. So 1 is the first month, so that's January. So we're gonna go back to January here, or if you know what, let's generate another one just to be safe. 6. So January, February, March, April, May, June, right? We're gonna go back to June 2022. So we know that it's far back, and let's have a look. June 22. We gotta go back another one. June, July, August. Okay, here we go. June, and I'm not gonna look too much, and I'm gonna go right here, right? So this is the start of June, right here. Let's have a look. You can see down the bottom, Wednesday, the 1st of June, right? Where's the notes section? Didn't there used to be a note section in here, or has it moved up here? What's this? Chats, minds. There used to be a note section in here, I'm pretty sure, but seems like that's gone. So okay, we'll get rid of that. So there's no notes anymore. All right. So we'll have to do it here. Online notes. Online notepad. This one. All right, awesome. Online notepad. Here we go. So we're gonna do June 2022, and it's extremely hot in this room right now. I am sweating. Let me just open the window. All right, window is open. So June 2022, right? We're going to start for the first June. What I'm going to do is just going to turn on my indicators. I'm not going to tell you what these are, because that will give away the strategy a little bit too much, I feel. But I'm going to put on the sessions indicator here. This is this indicator, right? This is pretty easy. And this basically is just telling us purple is Asian session, green is London session, and then where it turns red or whatever color that is, like maroon, brownish, that is where New York starts, right? But we don't necessarily need that. And we have this overall box here, right? This is our bigger box. So the blue is, we have blue, and then we should have white, right? Blue and white. And what we're going to focus on is these boxes in between here, because these are different trading periods that is custom made by me, which I specifically look at, which my members know, right? And what we're going to focus on is this second box right here within this overall big box, right? So we're not worried about this one because we're starting from here, the first. So let me just go like this, and then like this, right? So what we're focused on is this right here. So here we can see that these two boxes, right, have closed green. Now that's indicating bullish momentum, right? And what I like to do is on this second box, once this closes and another one opens, we're going to be looking for buys here now, because these boxes closing green are indicating bullish momentum, right? And if you have a bit of a brain, right, you'll kind of understand what these are or what they could be, all right? But if not, that's fine. And what we're going to do is we're going to set our buy stops above this level, okay? So we're going to set our buy stops above this level by 6 pips. So I'm going to have our stops underneath this previous level right here in the market. So if price starts to continue bullish here now, as you can see, we've got a nice little uptrend going. We've got lows, highs, right? And then we're expecting this next move to continue bullish, right? So let's see what happens. And if price breaks this structure here, before it triggers us in, then we delete the trade, because that's no longer valid anymore, because the momentum would have shifted to the downside and we've broke this nice little uptrend, right? So let's see what happens. All right, so we get triggered into the trade right here, and we're currently in profits around about 17 pips. All right, let's see what happens. Price has come very close to our take profit. I'm actually gonna do that and then change this to 45 pips. So this is a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, and as you can see there, price hits the take profit, right? So that is one trade, right? So this is the start. So this is 43 pips. So we're just gonna jot that down here. W stands for win, right? 45 pips. All right, and then we'll have loss, and then we'll have break even, right? But for now, we've got one win at the start of June, and then that is it. We're out of that trade, right? Let's see what happens here the next day. So we move on to the next day, and we only take one trade there. We're not worried about any of this now. We're just worried about this second box of this trading day, right? And then what this does, right? And then we'll make our decision based on this one. The rest of it, we don't really care about. So let's move on to this next day. And what do we have? Let's have a look. Right. So here, what we're going to do here. So here, this is indicating, see how this one is green? So this is indicating buys, right? But my thoughts are the fact that this has indicated sells, this first box, and then price has respected that high. This current price in this green box has respected the high, so it hasn't broke this high, but it's broke the low. So that structure, that is basic understanding of market structure, has broke it to the downside, right? So I'm a little bit hesitant here to take buys, but I'm looking at the previous day, and the fact that this overall bigger box, right, is indicating bullish, right, because it's closed, it's blue. If it's bearish, it will show white like this, yeah, or gray, whatever it is. So the overall momentum, the higher time frame momentum here is showing bullish, because this is blue, this box. So I'm going to go ahead and I will put buy stops above here, right? By 6 pips. And then stops will be below here. So I'm going to go put that 36 pip take profit, and this will be 40 pip stop loss, right? Now, if price breaks this bottom level before it triggers us in the trade, right? Because it has to come up to this level here before it triggers us in. Price breaks that level first, this bottom level, then we're not gonna take the trade. So there we go, right? It broke that level. So boom, deleting the trade. The trade is no longer valid, right? So no trade this day. We move on to the next day. And what ends up happening? Price continues bullish anyway, right? Because like I said, we've got overall bullish momentum from the higher time frames, and then lower time frames is also showing bullish momentum within our specific trading window, which is this one right here, right? So the fact that price, you can see here very clearly that price is in a downtrend. We have highs, lows, lower highs, and then lower lows, creating bearish structure, but the market is showing bullish. So when things like that, I like to stay out of the market. You know, it's best to just stay out rather than taking a chance and losing money. So we're going to go to the next day. And this is the 15-minute time frame here, by the way, guys. Right. Let's see what this second box is showing us. Again, all right. So we have the exact same scenario here, right? We've got overall bullish momentum from the higher time frames, this blue box. And then we have a bearish closure and then a bullish closure box. So, and the same thing, right? We have a high, a low, a lower high, and a lower low, high, a low, a lower high, and a lower low, right? So price is creating that downtrend structure, but it's overall bullish. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my buy stops above this level here, right? And I'm going to have my stops below this level, and copy paste. We're going to go 38 pips, and we're going to round this stop loss up to 40 pips, right? And again, if price breaks this bottom level structure before it triggers us in the trade, we're going to delete buy stops, all right? So let's see what happens. Because you can see without these indicators now, just by looking at the market, where is the market heading, right? The market is clearly bullish at this point, right? So let's see what happens here. So we get triggered in the trade. Very nice. We're sitting in a little bit of profit. Let's have a look. So we need to watch and see how this next box closes here now. Okay. Okay. So we're good to hold this trade because we've still got this bullish uptrend intact, right? So we've got, what do we have? Lows, higher lows, and again we have higher lows, right? So we're good to hold this trade to take profit. There we go. So take profit hits there for 38 pips here on GJ, right? And we're just following that uptrend. These boxes are showing us that the momentum is still bullish to the upside, right? So again, that's another winning trade, 38 pips. 38. All right. Let's go to the next day. And let's see what is going on. All right. Again, the exact same scenario. We have a bullish overall time frame momentum from the higher time frame, but then we've opened up with a bearish momentum, and then it's flipped back bullish. But what has ended up happening here is price has broke this structure now to the downside. You see this low right here. If I drag that across, price has broke it, and that's spiking back up. And we can see from here we've got downtrend momentum. Boom, 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 right? Downtrend momentum. But now prices broke that to the upside. So what I'm going to do here, let's have a look. Let's just turn these off. Tap into here. what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stay out of this trade, right? I'm not going to take this trade. For the reasons I just said, right? We've got bearish momentum, right? Even though this closed bullish momentum, we're still creating that downtrend, right? We've still got these lows, lows and lows, right? So we're creating highs, lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Although we have broke to the upside, but we have broke previous daily better bullish momentum structure, right? So these are yesterday's lows, and we broke that to the downside, and we're showing downtrend structure. So I'm going to stay out of this trade. Let's see how this plays out. It could potentially still be a winning trade. Let's mark it up just so we can see, right? Let's mark it up just so we can see if we made the right decision or if price is going to hit us, take profit anyway, right? So we've got around about a 48 pip take profit. We're going to round that stop loss up to 50 pips. Let's see what happens. Well, there we go. Price ended up hitting take profit for 48 pips there. So the overall momentum from the higher time frames played out and kind of took over the lower time frame momentum, right? So you can have a look at the trade here. That would have been a beautiful trade, 48 pips. But I wasn't comfortable with it. So let's move on to the next day. All right, and that continued moving bullish. Look at that, very nice bullish move right there. Broke out of structure, retested it, and then continued. Really nice move, really nice bullish pattern. Let's see what happens here during our trading window here the next day. All right, so we've got obvious overall bullish momentum from the higher time frames. The lower time frames are now showing us bullish momentum as well, because we've got green candles, green candles, green candles, green candles. Talking about, you know, well, they're blue for me, but they would be green, right? Green candles up here, green candles. Lots of strong bullish green candles, or I should just call them bullish candles. And then we have our momentum boxes also in the bullish momentum direction. So let's have a look. We put our stops above here. We put our entry there. Our stops below. This is 70 pips. This is quite a big move. And I'm just going to round this up to 75 pips. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, so price ends up breaking structure to the downside before triggering us in the trade. So we're deleting that trade. There's no trade there that day, right? Simple. We move on. You can see price does continue bullish eventually. Like I said, following the higher time frame overall bullish momentum, right? Let's see what happens this next day. Bullish. It's looking very bullish. Let's see what happens here. All right, so this ends up closing bearish, even though it's respecting structure in an uptrend. So we're not going to do anything about this. So there'll be no trade there. Move on to the next day. And this is the beauty of this strategy, you know. You know exactly when to get in the market. You know exactly what you're looking for. And you know when you can just walk away and not look at it, right? So there'll be no trade here. No trade here. Sorry, I was just in a bit of a daydream there. This made a real nice move down. We could potentially have entered down here, but that's not during our trading window. Price broke bullish structure, but retested it. Previous days bearish, no trade here. Let's have a look. Let's see. All right. Now, wait, let's see this. Unemployment. So there is some high impact news coming up here, but it is unemployment. I'm not too worried about unemployment. If it was inflation or interest rate, then I wouldn't be trading this day. But we can see the overall high time frame is bearish, right? We've got 3 bearish closures right here, and we obviously have all the momentum to the downside. But price is showing that it wants to potentially retrace here for me, right? Because it's showing that bullish momentum, respecting structure. So I'm going to go in with a buy here if we get triggered. And now we have a very big very big stop loss, 156 pips. But if you're only risking 1 or 2% per trade, then that's fine, right? It doesn't matter how big the stop loss is, as long as you're risking the same amount of your account each trade, then you're fine. But I'll show you what we're going to do here if we end up getting triggered. Well, no, there we go. So we don't end up getting triggered, so there's no trade there that day. We move on to the next day. And this is just one pair, by the way, guys. I trade both gold and GJ, and they both provide more than enough opportunities you need. What's going on here? Closed here, so it's bearish, but it looks like 2 bearish candles. Broke structure to the upside. No trade here today. And that would have been a losing trade if I took that. So it was a very good decision. Here we go. We could be in for a little something here. No, this closed bearish. So no trade, even though price is creating that uptrend, right? So we've got bullish momentum, bullish momentum. Now we've got bearish momentum, but as you can see, price is still respecting the uptrend, right? These are the lows and these are the lows here. So if it flips, it breaks structure, right? So there's no trade there today. Big sell-off. So we've only entered 2 trades so far this month, which is interesting. You don't rarely get that, but it's 2 winning trades, so you can't complain, you know. All right, so let's see what we get here. This day we should start getting some opportunities soon. What's this? Bank of Japan interest rate decision. Interesting. All right, so let's see. That looks very messy. I'm just going to stay out of the market that day because of this candle. It's way too messy. Okay, let's see. No trade because we've got bullish and then bearish. All right, here. Let's see if we get something here now, right? Close bearish. Next day. And this is what real trading is like, guys. It requires a lot of patience, and you're gonna get frustrated. I mean, this is not frustrating for me because I've been through this these scenarios thousands of times live in the market trading myself. So I understand when the market just needs to play out. It needs to play out. When it's not providing enough opportunities, that's because there is no opportunities to trade, right? And once those opportunities start coming, that's when you need to be in the zone and ready to take those. All right. So here we have Bank of England inflation rate, right? So we have inflation rate for the pound. So we're not going to trade this day. Worked out perfect though. Worked out to be a good trade, but I don't like trading during high impact news like that. Inflation rates, not good. All right, so let's see if we can get something here now. Looks like it's potentially setting up for some sells. It's going to be a very big stop loss though. Let's see. What's this? S&P. All right. So let's have a look at this stop loss. 125 pip stop. All right. Let's see if we get triggered. We do. Okay, we're triggered in the trade. What did we hit here? 75 pips in profit. All right, now this closed bearish. You see this next box now where we entered is closed bearish. So what I'm going to do is move my stop loss now to here, right? So we had a 125 pip stop loss, but now we only have an 85 pip stop loss, all right? So we've lessened our risk. We're starting to manage the trade, right? See what happens. This closed bullish, right? So what I'm going to do now, because this next momentum candle closed bullish, but we're in profit, I'm just going to move my stops to break even, right? So stops are at break even now. Let's see what happens. I'm going to let this run a little bit. Probably get stopped out break even here, I'd say. Yeah, there we go. Stopped out break even. So that's a break even trade. One. But how much pips did we catch there? 92 pips total we got there, right? So you could have been looking to take profits around there somewhere, around the 100 pip mark, because that's a lot of pips to catch. But we want to let it run to our full take profit, right? What news we got coming up here? Inflation rate on the yen. So we need to watch out for that. No trade there because we brought it to the downside. So let's see if we can get some trades coming in here this next day. What we got? Bearish. Looks like this one's going to close bullish. So no trade there. Wait. We are going to have a trade here. We're going to go in right here. We're going to have our stops below here. Right, so copy, paste, and we're just going to do 67 pips, and we're going to do here 70 pips, right? And if price breaks this structure, then we're not entering the trade. All right, let's see what happens. All right, we're in. Boom. Take profit hit. Why did I take that trade? Because we have the previous day bullish momentum candle, right? This overall box right here. And then we have this bullish momentum box, right? To continue bullish. So 67 pips. And you can see how we're slowly stacking up the wins here with no losses and a break-even trade, right? So we've had no losses so far. And we're very picky about what kind of trades we're entering. Now, I know some of you, especially those of you new to trading, are going to be expecting to take trades every single day, like 5 or 6 trades a day. That is not the reality of trading, right? You should be looking at at least, you know, a minimum of 5 really good setups per month is all you need with the right capital, right? And I'll show you that in a second. I'll show you why. So we're at the 27th of June here. Let's go to the next day. And trading like this is so much more peaceful, right? You're just only picking the trades that work and the best setups, and then you're not worrying about anything else. And then once you don't get this setup right here within this trading window, you literally just close your charts for the day, walk away, don't look at them again, and come back the next day fresh minded, right? You're not sitting here from the start of the day to the end of the day, Asian session to New York session, just going, oh, setup, give me a setup, give me a setup, come on, like, you know, you're looking at the charts during a specific time every single day at the same time. And if nothing happens during that time, then you walk away and you have your whole day, right? This only requires 15 minutes of analysis per day. If there's no trade, you turn off the charts and you walk away. If there is a trade, you set your trade and then you turn off the charts and walk away and let the trade play out, all right? This is called stress-free trading. No trades this day because we have bullish overall momentum candle from the higher time frames, and we have bullish, but then we have bearish momentum, right? Breaking the lows, so breaking bullish structure, but then price continues, which is fine. So we move on to the next day. What is the date? 29th. So we're coming to the end of the month here. We're going to wrap this up pretty soon. All right, so we've got no trades here today because we've got bearish momentum from the higher time frames. We have bearish, but then this candle now breaks structure to the upside and closes bullish. So there's a possibility for buys above this level, but we're not going to take those because of how everything's playing out. And you can see price gbpjpy sold off there. So moving on to the next day, 30th of June. Let's see if we can get another trade to finish off the month. Doesn't look like we're going to, potentially, unless this closes bearish, all right? All right, so this closes bearish. Just about closes bearish. Respecting structure. So I really don't want to mess up these profits for the end of the month, but it looks like a solid setup. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this trade and we're just going to manage it, right? So stop is that. So we're going to paste that and we're just going to go to 45 pips. And our stop is also going to be 45 pips, all right? Let's see. So end of the month, 30th of June. Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. What is going on here? So now we just need to keep an eye on, oh, that's a very big bullish candle, how this candle closes. Look how close that's coming to our stop loss here. This is why we have them here. Okay, so it closed bearish. So this next candle closed bearish, so we can hold this trade because it's following bearish structure. And it hasn't broke the previous highs. And we're not going to move our stops to this next momentum box here because it's very close to this one. So we're just going to see what happens here. All right. And there we go. So we got there in the end. We hit take profit in the end. It took a while and then a lot of weird price action here, but we got there, right? 45 pips. Again, another winning trade. Beautiful. To finish the month off. So that's the end of the month. So as you can see here, we go to the 1st of July. And we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4 winning trades for a total of 4. Let me get my calculator out. Calculator. All right. So the calculator is actually on the screen, but you can't see it because I'm in window mode, not full screen mode. So we're going to do, you know what, let me just change that. Okay, there we go. So we got 45 plus 38 plus 67 plus 45 equals, so 195 pips for the month. All right, and I'll show you now. I'll show you now how that would look with a bigger capital, like a big account. All right. So a lot of people, when they first start trading, they have small accounts. So, you know, $100, maybe $1,000 account. So catching 4 trades a month to them wouldn't be. They would look at that and go, "Oh, only 4 trades a month. Like I need more than that. I don't like this strategy." But let me show you right now here in my trading view. So here we not my trading view, my MetaTrader. This is my broker, FP Markets. You can see down here. And what we're going to do, this is a lots calculator right here. So we're just going to go here like this. I'm just going to get rid of that so you don't see it. Or I'm going to get rid of it like this. And what we're going to do here is go like this, right? And let's say you used a 5 lot size, right? So 5 lots over here. And how much did we say? 195 pips. So let's say 195 pips right there, as you can see, with a 5 lot size. What's this? 50? Oh, that's 20 pips. That's 20 pips. Let me go to the 1 hour time frame here, right, real quick. So we're gonna go 195 pips. That's 30 pips. 60 pips. 195 pips. Right there. 195 pips would be, with a 5 lot size, that would be, you can see here how much you would make is 10,000, right? 10,000 for 100, that's 195 pips, right? So if you're trading mini lots and you say you got 0.01 or something like that, then for 195 pips you're making $200, which is still a lot of money. Or a 0.5, you'd make $1,000. But if you're thinking about the future and a career in trading, and you're focused on building your capital for 5-10 years down the line, and say you've got $100,000 capital and you can start using 5 lot sizes, then for that month of was it June? Or yeah, it was June, you would have made 10k, right? $10,000 with a 5 lots. If you used 5 lots for every single trade, if you used 10 lots, you would have made 20,000, right? If you used 20 lots for every single trade, you would have made 41,000, right? So you got to think about it that way. The future, build your capital, stay consistent, stick to one strategy, and then eventually, once you've built your capital, you have a bigger account size, you can start using 10, 20 lot sizes, right? And then again, in the future, 50 lot sizes, you would have made $100,000 that month if you use 50 lot sizes. And again, this is thinking about the future. If you used 50 lot size, 50 lots, you would have made 100k just on 4 trades that month, making 195 pips. All right, and all you had to do, stress-free, focus on the good setups, take 4 trades for the month, and you've made over 100k. Or more realistic, you've made over 10k with 5 lots. 5 lots isn't hard to get. You don't need a massive account to start trading 5 lots on GJ. I would say 10, 15, 20k account, and you can start trading 5 lots on GJ. So, you know, putting it into perspective, you don't need to be taking 1, 2, 3, 4 trades a day. You need to focus on the good setups and only take those setups and those trades when they are there in front of you. You're not trying to force anything. And with this strategy, you can really you know, like you saw, stress-free trading, right? All these days, all this noise, I didn't care about it, right? All this, didn't care about it, didn't care about it, didn't care about it, didn't care about it, didn't care about it. Boom, over here, right? So look at this massive gap in between where a lot of people would be forcing trades, getting frustrated, getting angry that they're not getting any setups, right? All this time in between here to our next trade. So from the 6th of June all the way until the 23rd of June, we didn't get a trade, right? because it just wasn't setting up for us. There was some winning trades in there that I saw, but they're not exactly following the trade, the strategy. And when you start to make little allowances, like, oh, you know what, I'm just going to allow it this time and see what happens, that's when you start to lose money. You will start losing confidence, and you will start getting frustrated and revenge trading, trading with anger. So was it 4 or was it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, we missed one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 67 and 45. 67, 45. 48. Ah, I missed 48. So it's actually 5 winning trades. 48. I missed this one. I didn't put this one into the notepad. This one here. Oh no, we didn't take this one. Sorry, yeah, we didn't take this one. We were just doing it to see if it worked out. All right, yeah, so 4 winning trades. There we go, 195. So yeah, very simple approach, very simple strategy, following market structure, momentum. If you want to know these indicators and how I'm using them, they're behind obviously my camera. But if you want to learn them, you can go on to Telegram. You can go into my bot, which I'll put down in the link below, and you'll pop up with this one-on-one Zoom and course lifetime. You get access to my course for the lifetime, and you'll get a 1 hour Zoom call with me where I'll show you exactly what these indicators are, exactly how I use them, and exactly my strategy, so you can start doing this yourself. And like I said, this is on one pair. I trade gold and GJ. Here is gold. I trade both pairs with this strategy, and you can trade. I recommend only trading 2, this and gold, but you can trade as many as you want with this strategy, right? So that's the video. I'm sorry if it's not as clear. It was a little bit jittery here and there, but I think you guys get the gist, right? It's just a simple back test. Like I said, this wasn't planned. I literally used a random number generator, and I pressed it twice to use to pick which month we're going to do, and then we just went back, used the replay tool. So none of this was scripted. None of it was, I didn't know what was going to happen. I just went based on when I would actually be trading live, and using my experience to make those decisions. So if you like the video, let me know in the comments. If you'd like more videos like this of me back testing, let me know. If not, I'll leave the links down below for my Telegram and my paid stuff, and you guys can go check that out. All right, peace out.